Hey y'all, it's Kate, Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles, and this isn't the best view because you can see the shade cloth and uh, the dangling bit of the gathered hawk net, but I'm sitting out here by the wildflower patch on a chair, prop my feet in another chair. It's hot and sticky today, but we were having some really good breezes, and I've got both my thermocell bug blocker things going, and I'm sitting out here having some tea. I just gave them a bunch of leftover club crackers. Of course, they're going to gather around the fence here to be near me. Y'all be nice. They got fresh, cool water. Yeah, it's a 90, 88 with it feels like 96 or 98. Yeah, it's pretty hot. I'm still dripping sweat, but I thought I'd come out here and spend some time with them. These hot days, I miss them. I'm just sitting out here watching them and chatting with them and listening to them. That's one of the reasons for the little thermocell, which is still working fantastic. I'm not one for bright colored things, but I wanted something that I would be easier to find if I lay it around somewhere than like my TV remote. So this morning, as you can see there in the background, there's two purple chairs. This morning, it seemed like Cosmo and Zin Zin, that's Zin Zin is the black and brown Easter egg, are following him around. We're on top of the very top of the chairs as if they didn't know they could get up there. And he was just crowing, and Laddie was over here in the pavilion there crowing. They've got a new head of uh, Savoy cabbage hanging, and they've had frozen blueberries today, and ice water. And this dragonfly, let me see, I can't zoom in on it. Oh, it's gone. They're brown bodied with white wings that have like a really scalloped edge. They really seem to hang around me a lot. I think in some beliefs, dragonflies they think are spirits of your ancestors or loved ones coming to guide you and offer protection. And so let's just listen to some chicken talk for a while. I'm going to put the microphone over on the fence by them. I have two. I should probably just use the other one, huh? Yeah, novel idea, Kate. All right, guys and girls. Yeah, talk in the microphone. I just hope they don't hop up there thinking it's a bug. It is hooked right there on that little excess ribbon of hawk net. My leghorns seem to be the most chatty, but they'll have their moments, as in just chickens walking around making noises. I have found with these thermocell, the trick is to make sure they're good and they're starting to put off their little vapors before you sit outside, because it takes them a minute to, get good and heated up and start heating that scent pad. Still looking forward to seeing these wildflowers as ones that look like little pink little arrow points there. See what they're going to look like, and I've got some red ones on the other side. I showed that in the last video. I've had out of iced tea already. Of course, Moira and Chaos both had to come take a drink out of my glass. Gosh knows where their mouths have been. Those crackers make y'all thirsty? What are you doing, Luna? She's like, I'm going to eat over here by myself. You look towards the purple. Away from the rabble. Got the Easter eggers are in the coop. Come on, Moira. What you up to? There she is, drinking out of Chaos's water bowl. Now these beak really needs trimmed. I'm going to have to really ride on Paul this evening when he gets up to help me. It only takes a couple minutes, but it's like pulling teeth. He's tame enough that I could pick him up and probably set him on my lap and hold his feet between my knees and, from behind cover his eyes and kind of hold him down with one arm. But that same arm holding him down would need to be able to stabilize around his face. I tend to cover his eyes, and then I use my one hand to stabilize his jaw so that it doesn't move or there's not any kind of, like, I don't know what you'd call it, uh, too much reverberation or movement while I cut it. And I also, that way I can, his tongue, when he gets a little anxious, his tongue starts to dart out, and I don't want to clip his tongue, so it's easier. Paul holds him and holds him with one hand and holds the blind over his eyes, and then I can, concentrate on just trimming his beak and making sure I don't go too short. And I just want to take about a quarter inch off the tip of the top one, and probably about the same on the bottom. Moira, what are you doing mowing down the wildflowers? Yeah, you just gotta go walk on through there like a little barbarian chicken? I should have named you Hannibal. So therefore she's nibbling. It's hard to tell, but Luna's sitting down there on the ground, just this side of Marigold, sitting in the shade in the cool, damp grass. I tend to pour the water out in that same area so it stays kind of cool. Thanks, Laddie. We really needed that on camera. Flower, don't go over there pecking around. He just pooed in that area. What are you squealing about? Even the females are growling. I hear some crickets. What are you girls growling about? Kind of like a purring chatter, so it's probably not a growl. They're like, so yeah, that was just Laddie. So I don't know if you saw him. He was doing his thing with Daisy, or no, with Flower. And while Cosmo watched, Cosmo's kind of staring at me now. Right there. Cosmo, my young Randy Roo. What are you looking at me like that for, mister? So they're just coming to age, and so they've been coming of age mostly in the hot summer. So they're not as used to me just sitting out with them. But they'll get used to it, because I always come with treats. So everybody over here is like, let's stand together by the fence and groom. We're going to preen our feathers. You have an outstanding comb on you. Comb and wattles on you there, Miss Moira. Well, you do too, Cosmo. I think Marigold, the Rhode Island Red's, hers is the most spiky looking. The Brahmas have little rose combs. You can see Kiba there standing looking at me. Neve's laying down on the ground. What's up, girls? Why are you guys all standing here looking at me for? I already gave you treats and water. It might help if I straightened up the tripod a little bit. I think it's funny. I put the microphone over there. Now they're all quietly preening. This seems to be their favorite spot to hang out. around this water tub by the wildflowers by this edge of the fence. It's become funny. We only have one bathroom in our house, and Paul will come home or come in and have to go to the bathroom, and he'll have to run me out of the bathroom. Not because I'm in there to use the bathroom. I'm just in there staring out the window at the birds. And same goes for him. The other day, he beat me in there, and I was standing outside the door doing the pee pee dance. I told him to hurry up, don't waste any time because I needed to pee. And he's like, but I gotta stop and watch the chickens. Like I said, we live in an old, uh, kind of open floor plan beach cottage style house from the late 40s, early 50s. So it only has the one bathroom, which is fine. There's just the two of us. Rarely do we run into any kind of traffic jam. See you, laddie. Almost all the girls are standing with their heads tilted, kind of like Moira here, like they're listening to something. I don't know if it's the crickets, the cicadas. I love this noise. My favorite sounds of summer. If you can tell, Lily's in the pavilion. It's her head in the back. Her and her sister are pecking on that round thing hanging there. Is the fresh head of Savoy cabbage. So we're at the 19-minute mark, and I'll stop this at 20. It's probably more than enough for people just to be listening to cicadas and crickets and watching my chickens. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to come out and plant their snack grass. Should have did it today, but I just didn't feel like it was too hot and humid. Thanks, y'all. Hello to all my new subscribers, and I hit the 400 mark. Let's go for 5, y'all. Like and share my videos. Bye.